Oh my God, y'all. You know what happened? This is terrible.
It's been one of them days.
StreamYard locked the door and tried to take my $20.
Mm, they locked the doors.
Let me go on. Hey, Elson. Elson, thank you so much for letting me know, that I goofed because, ciao. Okay, let me let all y'all know what's going on. What's up? It's just Rhonda over here, and it's your girl T.
What's up?
Y'all, this was a lot. Ciao. First, I set the live for what time? 7 o'clock. And Elson was like, "Hey, yo, so I'm over here waiting." And I'm
Oh
like,
no.
like, waiting for what?
Oh no.
Then when I get over here, they try to hold me down for $20. Oh,
Oh wait.
that was stressful. I'm here now. What's up, everyone?
We're here. We
Yay.
made it.
Yay. We're here. Why? We're here for the Real Housewives of Atlanta. It's season 16 and it's episode 9. Like the video, subscribe to the channel. You know what to do. Hit the notification bell, all those things. What do you think of this episode?
All it did was piss me off. And I'm ready to read all of them.
Okay, well, we can start. We can start with everyone has to have a sit down with the principal, Cynthia, and discuss what the ladies were doing down at the pool after the cameras and things shut down.
It kind of feels like because Kenya's not there, now we have to deal with Cynthia. You know what I'm saying? Like Kenya was probably that role, the go in between, and now y'all trying to make Cynthia that one, the mama. Because I really don't believe she had that much prior to Kenya. They wasn't gonna have that much involvement with Cynthia.
I tell you what, Kenya would have been a better mediator. She would have kept the mess going.
She would have kept it real. She wanted to set up there and but we can go ahead. I need somebody who's gonna be real with it.
Right. Well, you ain't gonna get no real when you're dealing with Portia. So Cynthia has a sit down with everyone to discuss what happened. She was over there down at the pool telling everybody that she was gonna F Charles.
Mm-hmm.
And everybody heard her said it. Even though she's like, I don't remember her saying anything like that.
She remember saying it. She doubled down on it. Cause
She
she said,
remembers, she don't remember, she doubled down, she took it back. I don't know what's going on.
girl, I don't
She
like
said
her.
she would never F anybody's husband, and we're all like, yeah, you would.
So just because you say it, we're all just supposed to forget. I would never do that. We watched you do that.
You would have to definitely be that kind of person to say something like that. I'm not like, I don't think that I would ever be saying that out of my mouth. I don't care how mad I get at you. I'm not going to be saying, like, she better be careful for I F her husband. With that, unless you're willing to do those type of things, I don't think that those are the kinds of things you say.
Who did she say that to? That I'm not that type of person.
Cynthia, I
And
think.
Cynthia sat her ass there and didn't say shit. And that's what pissed me off. Because clearly you shown that you're that person. You're exactly that
We
person.
know you. We know that's who you are. And the fact that you're coming over here not addressing it at all, because when you first came out here and took that lady husband, then you quit all your jobs, and so
Mhm.
we was just like, oh, and now you over here going through a divorce, and so
Child.
you ready to F somebody else's husband. I don't know, you might get a nice size 12 all up in your throat.
Well, you got to pay them bills. I don't know if you serious or not. You over there in Simon out of town. How do we know you don't have any of your jobs? So how do we know that you can even maintain the keep of that house? You might be trying to fuck somebody's husband.
And Charles, your reputation out here in these streets ain't no better than Portia's. So it's something that's concerning. And if I were Angela, I would be definitely concerned.
And
She
she
done brought up
was. That's why
girls.
she should have bust on her head.
You said that last week, and I'm finding out that that's a very popular opinion.
Absolutely.
I was like, oh, everybody out here was ready to go, Give Portia the old 1-2 upside the head.
And then they sitting up there recalling, talking about it, and they're like, I don't know what's wrong with Brit. Brit's talking about, she talking about fuck Charles, fuck Charles. Why she saying about her husband? No, she was saying F Charles, F Charles. Oh, you
Who
want to
said
F
that?
Charles? That's what she was saying.
No, she's
You know
not
what
that
I'm saying?
stupid. She know what she was saying. You know
Talking
what she was
about.
saying. Stop playing.
Go ahead. I get with Miss Edie later.
This is the thing. They're acting like she was snooping. If you, first of all, maybe this is second of all. I might have already said first of all. Anyway, when you're down by the pool, it tends to echo. You know what I'm
It
saying? Like
do.
when you're down by the pool, I don't care what hotel you stay in, you could be up high, in the air, and you still hear people voices down at the pool. So she heard her name. Now you're like, they talking about me? What they saying about me?
Exactly. Like Drew said, they forgot they gave you that room right
By
outside
the
the
pool.
pool. And they were taught because they were drunk and they were talking mess. And they forgot her room was right there. She wasn't, quit trying to make it seem like it's so weird. She was snooping. Y'all trying to make it seem like it's so weird for her listening more so than what was actually said.
Say it.
At the bottom line, she said it. And if she had said that about anybody else's husband, y'all all would have your panties in a bunch.
Well, Shamia got back and she said she texted Angela. Why? Why you text her? You
Why you
texted
texting me now?
Angela
You was
and
talking shit about me.
she wasn't trying to hear that shit. Why? Because y'all was down there talking all that smack. And
Exactly.
Shamia and Britt, as far as I'm concerned, like, I don't know. I feel like if I'm in a group of women and I hear somebody say that, somebody gonna be like, "Well, pause now, girl. You're doing too much."
Should.
Especially if I got a husband. And now from here on out, I'm at you like, okay, I see how you get down.
And this is why I said that Kelly was a pick me. Because when we met you was questioning the fact, and you and Britt was having a little back and forth against Shamia about Portia, but now you want to be Portia friend. Now it's like, I mean, it was so weird. She was sitting up there listening to us, and ain't nobody talking about what Portia said. Ain't nobody saying Portia was out of line. Stop it.
I also
Pick
wonder,
me.
like, what did Angela do to you? Angela did nothing to Portia besides not agree with her. You know what I'm saying?
And you
Um,
keep talking about Charles.
yeah.
You that's
She was the one that started about Charles.
you
They
started
don't
it.
talk about their husband though. Like when you're in a group, I feel like even when I'm at work, I have a hard time like going through the day if I'm talking about my life. You know what I'm saying? If you
Mm-hmm.
we went to such and such, even here, it's hard not to say your husband.
Mm-hmm. Stop it.
She talk about that. She keeps talking about him. I mean, Portia
No,
keeps talking about Dennis.
but she wasn't talking about him. You brought Charles up the last time. We was all at the dinner, and you said was something you heard about Charles. You keep talking about it. Now I want to know why you keep having my husband name in your mouth. And now I hear you say you will fuck him. Girl,
Child.
I keep forgetting we on here, but
I would never. she's delivered 17 fuckity fucks already. It's cool. We grown.
Woo! That just had my temper up.
It was very much irritating. And Shamia has the audacity to act like I was like, what? Here we are, episode 9, Shamia. We have yet to see what Angela has done to you.
Don't
What did she do to
say it.
you?
Nothing.
Hey, another round. Uh-oh. We got the cousins over here. I don't know. We've yet to see it. We have yet to see anything that Shamia has done to Angela. So it's making Shamia look very weird.
It make you look like a bully, Shamia, honestly. It really do, because you just keep coming at this woman that I ain't seen her to say nothing to you. Only thing she said is quick. Speaking for Portia
And you do
every time.
repeatedly, over and over and over again.
Mm-hmm. Mm-hmm.
Well, Cha Cha has a birthday party.
Cha is ugly.
Was it just me? Like, I'm not understanding. I don't like the colors.
Cha looked better before she put all that pink and stuff
Before she
in
put
her.
all that stuff.
Yeah, because Cha looks like Sissy, my
Yeah.
dog.
Yeah, but
And then,
Sissy's hair is very pretty. But I feel like if you painted her pink, she would look weird.
yeah, Cha's ugly.
That only works on poodles, I think.
Yeah, it doesn't. They don't have that type of hair for you to do that. I don't like it.
Then she got eyelashes on the dog. I don't know. Is it a flex to say you just spent $1,000 to get your dog eyelashes and hair color, and
Not
you're
from the
throwing a
people.
birthday? Just listen. First of all, I don't know about Sissy. I could take Max. Max would not probably want to play with anybody because he's a little bit antisocial, but he'd chill. You know what I'm saying? Baxter would barrel through that thing. We would have had doggy biscuits all over the place if I let him go.
Sissy ain't finna sit there and be calm and watch none of that.
And watch. Those are dog park people, I guess.
Side note, Sissy ran the other day and was down by consumers, but we'll talk about that
Oh
later.
my God.
I wasn't even at home. I didn't even know she had got out the
You
house.
didn't know that she's a track star.
Yeah.
It's the little ones because
Yeah.
Max is a little escape artist because he can fit through things.
Mm-hmm.
And,
Mm-hmm.
you know, yeah, he's always been that way too. It's the little ones. They like to get out and, you know, they come back. She's far. She was very far though, Sissy.
No, she was far. She wasn't coming back. Somebody brought her butt back. But yeah, she's on punishment. Okay.
Okay. Well, yeah, the puppy had a party. The Brit Brat, she said that her mother is moving in a month. Why is her mother moving in?
You're not even pregnant.
She said she's gonna move out when she gets pregnant.
So why are we moving in? Ain't that the whole purpose of her moving in? She's supposed to be moving in to help you with the baby that don't exist. Or because why would you want to be there with her and her husband?
I'm sure her husband is thrilled that her mother is coming to stay with him for no reason.
Yeah. And can I say this too, Kelly, real quick? It's not a flex that you spend all this money on this dog and you all in the news for not paying your rent. But okay.
That's what they do. They come be fake.
It's not a flex.
Jay said they have their freedom, and once they get their freedom, they're not coming back. You're talking about Sissy running. This is far. When she says she's by consumers, that's like way far away from the house.
Like she got on the main street. Yeah.
Left the neighborhood.
Left the neighborhood. Yeah.
Yeah, I don't know why her mother's moving there. I feel like her husband will be thrilled about that. I personally, that family dynamic is strange.
It is.
She said, when she married Mike, she's telling the same story again. When she married Mike, then she sold the company that her and her sisters were working together. So who's in charge of the reputation? Why is the reputation at jeopardy if there's no company?
That's because she's a lie. She forgets. She don't remember the lies that she told in the first place. You know what I'm saying?
I was like, girl, so the company and the streets are saying the company was gone long before she got on this show.
Yeah, because she was selling how to do insurance fraud. Insurance.
Is that what she was doing? Because the people said she was down to the internet.
And then she keep making it seem like her sisters was jealous of her because she had went and got married. But it sounds like you got with this man. They all was working. They all had jobs. And this man became your whole world. And then you walked away from that job and you left them ass out. That's what it sounds like.
Mm-hmm.
And you wondering why they mad?
Say it again.
and you wondering why they mad. I can't even talk to you on the phone, and your husband is right there. I got to talk to him too. I
He
hate that.
does. He's very hovery, that husband.
Yeah, yeah.
Um, Even like at the bank, like if I went out somewhere, I'll be gone. You know what I'm saying? I'm checking in, let you know like I'm about to leave. You know what I'm saying? So you can know when I'm gonna be home or whatever. But why am I? You're not my driver.
It's crazy.
So you
Else,
just sitting around outside waiting on me to get done entertaining with my friends?
said she was moving in to prepare the house for conception. Isn't
Please
that
explain.
weird?
Please
She's
explain.
moving in so she can hear it. Like, what are we doing? Don't you try to be quiet when mom is there visiting or whatever? Why is she moving in when you guys are trying to conceive?
What does that look like? Preparing for conception?
Come on. She gonna be over there like Drew Mama. Remember they said Drew Mama was over there, had peeked in according to her
So
husband.
Ralph,
Yeah.
listen, that's traumatizing on a whole nother level. But if you're preparing for conception, ew, every time I say it, and then you're gonna leave when the baby is conceived.
Look at that is amazing.
No wonder this Brit Brat is screwed up. Her mother
Yeah.
is screwed up.
Yeah. Yeah.
Anyway, this is what pissed me off. This had me very irritated. Portia sits down with her mother and Lauren, and she telling her lie about what happened to Tennessee.
She lied.
And I mean, they must be cut from the same cloth because they thought it was funny.
It wasn't funny. Well, and then quit putting so much emphasis on her, like I was calling her Big Bird. Like that's not, that's not what it was. Quit trying to put, and then you brush over it. And I mean, I guess I said something about like messing with him, sleeping with him, but I
Yeah,
mean,
yeah,
yeah,
real light over that one. And
yeah,
then she kept saying this girl was like coming at me and coming at me and coming at me on my birthday.
she was not. She was not. And at the end of the day, you should have just said, I don't want her to come.
So
But then
why
you
were
won't
y'all
have a
calling her Big
story.
Bird? Because
You
she
wouldn't have a
wasn't
story.
wearing yellow. So y'all are calling her Big Bird because she's tall? Because she's a big lady?
Child, please. It was
She can
very,
tell
it,
that
I
it's
can't.
plastic.
And I'm like, and this is why Portia is the way she is because y'all sit up there and contribute to her mess. Y'all make her seem like it's okay. And then she sat up there and talked about Dennis. And her mom said, "Oh, I can't defend you, Dennis.
Defend him for what?
You don't own Dennis."
But Portia said Dennis was backdooring Housewives in order to be on the show.
Dennis is free to do whatever it is Dennis want to do. The only thing Dennis, and you keep talking about the family, PJ once again is Dennis' family, not you, Portia. You are the baby mama.
I don't know. Maybe because she's the only one that Dennis has a baby with, she feels like she has some type of ownership over him.
She does feel like that, and you don't. He don't owe you no loyalty. He wasn't loyal to you when y'all were together. So why the
Together.
hell do you think he's gonna be loyal to you
I
now?
don't even think he's trying to sell her that dream. I think he's giving her every bit of when I slide through some nights and you be on that henny, I can go ahead and slide through.
Yeah. Side note, y'all all up in this man house videotaping each other. Like he came in through the confessional. Ain't we in Simon's house at this point?
Oh, Dennis got a confessional. She was in her heyday.
Oh my God. She was so giddy.
El Cid said, "Is the kid her trophy?" I don't know. I know it's her connection. I think Portia loves her some Pilar. I don't doubt that. You know what I'm saying? But is it her trophy? I think it works for this image that she's trying to create for herself. Like I'm not like the queen of Thoughtlandia, that I am
Yeah.
actually a mom and almost wife, but not really.
No, she is the queen. And there's a lot of hoes out here with kids. So
Ah!
you know what I'm saying?
Oh my
He
God.
definitely get the panties on that henny.
You know what's so funny is out of the two of us, you're definitely the most conservative, but you would never know that.
I know.
You would never know that if you're here today. That's freaking funny.
And you know
Um,
what? And I have to say this. I want Portia to quit running around here worried about a nigga because when I look at PJ never looks happy. When
she's
she
happy for
was
her daddy come through.
She did. That's the only time that she was jumping up and down
She was
and
excited.
happy. You know why? Because it's normacy over there with her daddy. Your mama always putting these Negroes in front of you. So where was Pilar when she was off do I diddy and having these 12 weddings and stuff with Simon?
I guess with her mama and with her daddy.
And now you talking about you getting the old part. And I'm like, why? Why are we
But
getting the
then
old
she
part?
has 24/7 care. 20, yeah, she got all
Well,
care, all
Pierre,
time.
whatever it's called.
This girl's here all the way from Africa, so she's far away from home.
So, but why? Didn't she quit all her jobs? So, what are you doing that you can't watch Pilar? That's what I'm trying to figure out.
I
And
mean,
we know you didn't
I
have
don't know
Pilar
what they're
when you
doing
was
to
over
my
there with
baby,
Simon.
but they better get it together.
Uh-oh. Don't make
I'm
us do it.
sorry. He's very angry, and I don't like that.
Mm.
I don't know. Portia be all around the world, and I feel like just like her friend Kelly, they buy a lot of things in order to make up for the time that they're not
But
at
it
home.
don't work. It don't work. The girl don't look happy whenever you see her with Portia. Like you said, when her dad came in, it's first time she was jumping up and down and
She
showing
gets
some type of
excited. Yeah.
excitement. We see Kenya little girl always happy and smiling and doing stuff. Pilar never looks happy. I need you to spend more time with your child instead of worrying about this other nonsense.
Yes, they have my baby upset, and I don't like it. And so he's good now, so I'm good. I
Mm-hmm.
was about to have to drop y'all right quick and go see what's going on.
Mm-hmm.
Oh, Shamia meets up with her surrogate. I mean, congratulations. I'm tired of this too. Shamia, if you're so damn determined to get this man a son, then you found the uterus to put your eggs and things in.
I guess but we haven't heard present day that the surrogate is carrying.
Yeah. I mean, that's all she giving. What else to say about it? I feel like, yeah, like I feel like if she just like Portia, like go over there with that baby that's just now, getting to milestones because of her problems, and
It's not a
stop trying to
boy.
conceive one.
It's not a boy. She got to
Well,
have this boy.
I guess. I guess she'll find out when she gets it, if she gets it. I feel very bad for women. I don't want to sound insensitive who don't have any children and they struggle through this. This lady has two kids, one of which is having a hard time. So maybe she should just chill. Now that I know this man is, how old you say he was?
63.
Come on, give me a break.
But that's what happens when you don't marry for love and you marry for the riches. You see what I'm saying? Because now you have obligations that I am required to give this man this boy, opposed to this is my husband and he loved me and I love him and we love these kids and that's all that matters. No, you have obligations.
I
That's what it
told
sounds
you
like.
last time, this man has been so good to Shamia
Mm.
that he just deserves this baby child. He deserves for her to put her life at risk.
Okay.
He's a good man, Savannah. Um. Okay, so Charles and Angela have a little workout session.
Mm-hmm. I don't work out with my man because that don't work.
Heck, you
You be
on?
in there arguing just like Charles and Angela, baby. That don't work. You think you know everything. Like I'm just dumb when it comes to the gym. Like I ain't never worked out before. And yeah, that don't work.
I don't prefer working out with my partner. I prefer doing it by myself.
It,
Because they do. They try to make you seem like you want to be strong like them. I don't want to lift a 200 pounds.
or don't act like I ain't never used this machine before. I used it when you wasn't
It's in
here.
my house.
Right.
Well, Charles thinks that Angela had no business inviting Drew to Nashville.
I mean, she really didn't.
He's not wrong.
If we talking like common sense, like you know what
Real
I'm
life,
saying?
yeah, like
Yeah,
yeah,
she
and that's where
really
he's
didn't.
coming from. I think he doesn't really know the ins and outs, and he's probably like, "How you gonna invite somebody to a party you was invited to?" That don't
Right, right.
He said he don't care what Portia and them have to say. Portia got a big mouth. That's all that is.
He know that they know his tea.
He's not in any position to argue with Portia and anyone else.
Yeah, yeah. You know,
So, um, Angela said they about to find out what Chicago is like. You know what I'm saying? She about to bring it out. They was over there saying that you're easy to F, Charles.
mm-hmm. He ain't deny it.
Oh my god.
He was like, let them hoes fight. Let them hoes fight.
I mean, I think the right answer if you're Charles is I don't care. Like I don't care what they're saying. Like it's stupid. But
I think that's how most men react.
Yeah. I'm not in any position to run my mouth. Mm-mm. So let me just don't. Mm-mm.
They be like, you gonna listen to that? Yeah, like, yeah.
He said Angela about to show them her West Side, and he would like to have tickets to that. So he's not really mad watching his wife get turned up.
But he told her last time. What you say? She better have came with it.
I feel like that's why it's so easy for Angela to argue with Portia. She's nothing compared to Charles. He at home practicing.
She's at home. That's why she said that if I want to hear what a hater got to say, because he finna say something crazy and I'm used to hearing it. So
I'm used to hearing it, so I'm ready. Yeah. So you mentioned it earlier. Dennis and Portia have this new Ampere that they brought from Africa to wait on Portia hand and foot.
I was like, what she look like? Because y'all know Portia sleep with her too. Don't hide your wife, hide your husband, hide all that around Portia.
And her and Dennis. Oh, poor baby.
Yeah. Yeah.
I feel like it's a lot of drama over there when the cameras are off. That's for dang sure.
So what is her mama doing that she can't watch PJ?
She out in these streets.
Is she? She looks like she laying around eating and just chilling.
You know, she having a downtime, but she out in these streets, girl. She's still single, isn't she? Have she been single since Portia's daddy?
Yeah, right. I have never seen her, ever heard of her with anybody. She's kind of seemed like a lot like Evelyn.
A man hater?
Yeah.
Because Evelyn is a man hater. It's kind of scary. That's so funny though. This girl came over. I'm guessing they edited it, but she's like, "Hi, this is Dennis. This is the Ampere. Okay, little girl, she's gonna take you to wherever. Where's she taking her? To whose house?
Yeah, back to the house because they're at her mom's house. So they're just gonna take her back. You don't even know the girl yet, but go on, PJ. This is your new mama.
You get to know her in the car ride. Oh, Kiwan said, "Pimp Diane." Now maybe she pimping Portia so she can get her own BBLs and things. That's why she's over there like, "Oh, Dennis. Oh man."
She definitely pimping Portia. That's how she got that house. She in Portia's house. You know what I'm saying?
Oh, not Mama D.
Mama, she lived Portia. When Portia moved into that man's new mansion, she got Portia's house.
She got the other house.
And y'all, and at least Candy Mama was in the house next door. You know what I'm saying? You done
That's
gave her the
that's
whole
very
house.
close. If Mama Joyce is your mother, I'm just saying. Ask Todd.
Well, it was a whole nother house. This one in your
Yeah,
house.
she's
Where
in
was
your
she
house.
living before?
Well, Portia called Dennis over there so she could confront him about filming with Drew.
Mm.
That's what she really wanted. He ain't gonna see that up here. Maybe, maybe not. We don't know. We don't know if that was even really real. I feel like at this point, Portia's making up things.
Child. Um, like I said, you don't own him, and it's work. And how dare you tell me about work? And he said he ain't even working with Drew no more. So now what? That's
Well,
what
is
he
that
said.
true though, or was that a lie?
No, that was a shut up. I ain't even working because I don't feel like hearing your
I
mouth.
want to. Then she's like accusing them of having sex, and I was like, "Can you stop? You know that's not going on. Cut
You
it out."
know it's not. And he said he ain't the one hitting it. So stop it.
Jay said
But
Diane knows
see,
who she raised, and I feel like, yeah, she's probably like living vicariously through Portia to some extent.
absolutely. Because didn't Portia daddy leave her for the other one mama?
I don't even think that's how that went.
Or they were just saying that.
I think he was not with Portia's mother anymore, and then he got with this one, and they've been together all this time. So
Mm.
it wasn't. I don't think it was any crossover. It wasn't like the behavior that Portia be exhibiting. I did hear though that Miss Diane snatched him from whoever he was with before her.
Prior to. So she was the snatcher.
She was the snatcher. That's why she understands all the snatchations.
Yeah, but that's probably what she taught her. She taught her well. Mm-mm.
Um, Britt packs up her mother's house. Do you care? Because I don't.
No, but I will say, she said he's not the one hitting. Sounds like he know who he is. He do know. He do know who hitting Drew. But you know what though? Drew going through a divorce. She can hit who she want to hit.
Ugh,
She ain't hitting nobody else's husband like Portia.
I mean, and
See,
not
hoes,
making announcements. I don't know
hoes,
because what's the
hoes.
name? Ralph is crazy. He might be surveillancing her and seeing where she going,
Yeah,
and
yeah. He crazy. He definitely.
he's
You know
that
he doing
kind of
that.
crazy.
You know he doing that. Hoes always be trying to accuse people of doing stuff that they do. You know, just because you a hoe and you do that, you always want to make somebody else a hoe. No, that's just your hoe self, Portia.
Portia does project a lot.
She does. She does. But back over there with Britt Bright and them, you know, them sisters look just like that. Mama Britt had a lot of work done. She don't look like that woman. She do. I did see it a little bit, just a little.
She looked like her
But
little, but yeah, she's
she had a
taking
lot
away
of work
some of the
done.
things. That young one is a lot, child.
They want to be crying and stuff.
Yes, she still
But
got a lot going on.
that's a lot. But you see, that's how Brit is too, though. She's probably she cry and whine and stuff just like that too.
I thought her mother's reaction was strange.
Her
When
mother
the
is strange.
when the girl started crying, I was like, "Why are you screaming at her? Like, maybe you should just go, like, you know what I'm saying?" Console. That felt like a console moment. That didn't feel like a scold moment.
Brit Granny was probably like, yes, the best looking one.
She was cute, the
And
grandmother.
the only one with sense. She was like, y'all need to cut all that shit off.
She's like, I'm old. Y'all always be doing this. I don't hear this shit anymore.
So Brit was sitting up there talking about mommy was ready to start her own life and but I was like, but she moving in with
But
you.
she's
So
gonna be
how much
staying with someone.
freedom?
Doesn't make sense.
None of that makes sense. None of that makes sense.
I feel like Britt watches this show and wants to copy everything that happens on this show. So you got to bring a mama because everybody brings their mother. And so she'll live in the house while they're filming.
Child, that's dumb.
Either that or she.
Was the mama throwing away the daddy stuff? Is that why the sister was getting emotional? Did you just throw daddy stuff away?
That's what it seemed like. Well, then you take it. What do you want me to do with it?
Did she offer it to her or did she just throw it away? Maybe if she would have said, hey, I don't want this stuff. Do you want it? Maybe it wouldn't have been such a big blow.
Elsie said, "Mama want a check too." I don't think she gonna get no check. She would have to get a check from Britt.
Yep.
Because they don't be giving like the husbands and stuff money.
I bet you the OLG getting checks. Candy Mama them getting checks and Auntie and all
I would
that.
say it's probably negotiated in Candy's contract though. That's what I'm saying. Like whatever she want to pay them, they not getting no check.
Britt barely getting money herself.
She ain't got on that level yet. She's not negotiating anything.
And she won't
out of here.
Because hopefully this is last season.
As much as I do not like Mia Thornton, I feel like she is fit in with these girls.
I do not want to see Mia.
I don't either because it's just more of Brit and she's fake, but I feel like they cut from the same cloth though.
Mm-hmm.
So Cynthia's Bailey cute. She doing it for Juneteenth because you know why? Because that's when we celebrate our summer these days. Which is 4th of July is for other folks, and we be doing things on Juneteenth. So
it's about time people caught up.
Thank you. I mean, we better hold strong this year, these next 4 years for sure.
Because look, they had put out our vacation days for next year. And you know, I went straight on there to see was Juneteenth still on there, still holding strong, y'all. I don't know. That might be the last. I thought this past year was going to be this one was going to be our last Juneteenth, but we still got it next year.
There's no last anything. Like whatever, whatever they acknowledge is
last that we get off and get paid at work. Yeah.
I don't get that. So, my life won't change none. Now Cynthia has this prophet come over, and I felt like this prophet was loaded with a lot of information. I feel like she had a download before she walked in here.
Girl, I ain't buying none of that.
I don't want somebody coming to tell me about my life if I didn't ask for it.
Didn't we learn that? What was we watching? Love and Marriage, DC, right?
Oh, DC? Yeah, when they surprise them. Yeah,
don't do that. Don't do that.
Remember that lady on Beverly Hills, and she was like, as soon as those kids are grown, he's gonna leave you. He'll never be able to satisfy you.
Well, then here we are.
Damn. We had to wait a long time for that prediction to happen. I feel like you could say that to anyone married.
You really could, though.
It's a 50-50.
You're right.
Well, she reads Brit. She says she's been choosing other people for too long, and Brit was all up in that. It's time for her to choose
Brit choosing? Who is she choosing?
This new Brit. She chose the new Brit. She left the old Brit wherever she left her at, and now she's new Brit.
Oh, okay.
She said, especially when it comes to business. Now, this is something I didn't know. She has a new business. It's called Bare Naked Shapewear. So she's now focusing herself on Portia instead of Kenya. So we got Go Naked Hair and Bare Naked Shapewear. She don't even wear underwear. How do she sell shapewear?
Portia better watch out. You finna be her new obsession.
She gonna be like, Portia thought I was looking at Dennis. And according to Cynthia, them baby daddies hit different. I was like, shapewear. So what happened to the insurance? Is the shapewear people just, disparaging your reputation?
Nope, she keep falling in line with what we think she is. Every time we see her, she walking around here naked, and she doing
everything we think.
Yeah, she's everything. She's proven to us everything. So yeah.
She said, Kiwan said, I agree with y'all on Sister's Prophet. Yeah, the Prophet was giving way too many details on things. You
Yeah.
know, it's like, okay, girl.
Yeah,
Um,
Cynthia set that up. She filled her in real good.
she told Angela her and her man need a vacation. I mean, anybody that's been married as long as Angela and Charles probably need a vacation. I might be a prophet my damn self.
Child.
She said he has his eye, child. He has his eye on a Porsche. Shamia said a
See,
Porsche or a Porsche.
and that's what I'm saying, Shamia. You think it's funny. You think it's funny. Wait till you know, but they are it's real funny, but they is out here talking about Gerald in these streets. So let's see how long. You
Girl,
think
I
that
just
shit is
think that's
funny.
like karma, just, especially since you over here showing off your house and how much money he got. A man with that kind of money could have women anywhere, everywhere. You wouldn't even know nothing about it.
But he probably already got that son. Catch that tea.
Oh,
Okay.
anyway, the prophet didn't say anything about that.
But she did say the prophet said that she need to watch her money.
Uh,
And she said she went home and started checking them bank accounts. That don't mean right
you
now.
know,
It could come at any
you're
time.
going to need a forensic attorney for that. There's
Thank
things
you.
going on that you have no idea about. I mean, this man is friends with Portia's husband.
You better get with Sutton Strat.
Ain't that her friend? Ain't that his
Yeah.
friend? Okay.
Yeah,
Okay. Birds of a feather.
absolutely.
She tells Shamia to lay low. That's funny. Lay low. Can we talk about how nobody came? Everybody came dressed for Juneteenth except Portia.
I mean, Portia felt like she's exempt from everything, and y'all treat her like she's exempt from everything.
Nobody
So
even said anything. They were just like, "Here go Portia."
yeah,
That's not Juneteenth. Hosea Williams' granddaughter. You would think this is one that she would be right on top of.
she didn't
Then
know
they
what
gonna give you a
Juneteenth was.
flashback of her at the Underground Railroad.
She didn't know what Juneteenth was either. Child, please. And not for nothing. I mean, I felt like Shamir she had the theme right. She still looked tacky with it, but like we couldn't put no African hookup on. Like, yeah, she did say wear the colors, but damn, this is Juneteenth. Y'all couldn't judge it up. I mean, it's some badass outfits out there. Y'all
I
couldn't
thought
be.
Angela looked good in her outfit.
Yeah, but y'all come on with the little African style. Shoot, we dressed better than that when we went to go see the Black
Well,
Panther.
they in Atlanta. They have so much access to that stuff.
That's why I'm saying this Juneteenth. Come on. Come on.
She told Portia after her divorce that her and Simon could probably be friends, and I was like, okay, not if he can't come back over here, child. But it's
Right.
okay.
How he gonna do that?
She have to go visit him, and then they might not
You
let
know
her.
what? I was sitting up there thinking, I was like, what if, because they can't get divorce, right?
Not until yeah.
What if
So,
they be like, well, you're legally married to him. You need to go over there with his ass. Trump looking away to get rid
doing
of
things
people.
right now, girl.
Yeah, I'm just saying, y'all better watch the news, Portia. You might have called them authorities on them. You might have called it on your own faith.
Dennis ain't letting Pilar go nowhere, so
Mm-mm.
she will quit that season, child. What else?
That was the bougiest barbecue. That food looked good, but I was like, Lord, this is the cutest, bougiest barbecue I didn't seen in a while.
But they were all like mashed up in her house. I guess it was raining because they were
said
inside.
it was like a thunderstorm. Yeah.
Drew came through there wearing Balmain. Did you peep that? Did she get that from Kelly's little event that she had over
I
there?
did not. But why Drew always be last, and every time she come, I always forget she even exists. That's the second or third time she didn't showed up, and I didn't miss her.
I think it's because she's not really a part of any of the mess.
She's
You know what
not.
I'm saying?
Mm,
Portia keep trying to make it a thing, but you know she ain't. She don't care what Portia's doing over there. She see what Portia's trying to do.
yeah.
Um, Brittany needs a moment, so she starts with Angela. Again, making no sense whatsoever.
Angela got with her.
She told Angela the nerve that she would come out of her mouth tell this lady that she needs to do more blowjobs with her husband.
See on that whole behavior. That's what I'm talking about. You keep so we okay. Y'all keep wanting to say Kenya is wrong, but she keep putting it right back in your face.
Angela said, I do, but not as much as you based on the stretch marks around your mouth.
Child.
Ooh-wee.
Wrong one. Y'all picked the wrong. You thought you was really gonna be able to say some stuff to Angela and she was just gonna let it walk.
And she says it just so calmly. She's sitting there. She says she wore the yellow because they was calling her Big Bird. I don't know how Shamia called herself critiquing anyone that anything that anyone has on. Because the way she dresses is a fool. I've not seen Angela look bad in her clothes. Even when she was over there working out with her husband, she looked cute.
Shamia looked like she get all of her clothes from Candy Spot.
She looked like she get them at the flea market.
Candy Spot.
Candy got a flea market?
Whatever that little spot, the whatever she had that clothing line. That and we all found out all that stuff came from Alibaba, Shein, and Temu before we knew what it was.
I don't know what
that's exactly how she dressed.
She has
she
no
just like little Candy.
None.
That
big ass ate Brit up. She sure did. And I tell you what, Brit's ghetto self got up out of her seat. I was like, here you go. Now, if this lady stand up, you gonna feeling a fool.
Brit finna go get some bow ties because she was doing this. When she said that about them lips, she was sitting up there worried that she didn't have no wrinkles around her mouth.
She's so delusional. She said, can you read the words that are coming out of my mouth? And I'm like, who reads words coming out of your mouth? I wasn't reading them. I was listening, stupid.
Girl, she thought she ate with that too. She did. She did. Stop it. Stop
she said
it.
Something about a side baby. And then here go Kelly screaming, yeah, what about that side baby?
Kelly, this is what I'm talking about, that pick me attitude right there.
Now you can't stand the girl, but she was going hard for somebody, and you didn't even know her like that. And I can't, Kelly. Yeah, you saying pick me because you really can't look at the stuff that this girl is doing without kind of having a little bit of a side eye.
And I'm side-eyeing all of y'all because why do y'all think that is okay? That Portia said that she wants to sleep with this man's husband. All of y'all good with that? You wasn't good with it on the first episode, Kelly. Neither were you, Britt. You know what I'm saying? Shamia, let me tell you. So, I think I was watching Kempire. And Kempire showed an old clip of Portia saying Shamia was the one who hooked her up with Simon.
Yeah.
So I was like, well, see, that's why she don't see nothing wrong with it. You the one hooked her up with a married man, so of course you don't see nothing wrong with Portia sleeping with somebody's married man, because see, that's what y'all do.
Yeah.
See,
girl,
y'all are really two of the same people. You just happen to catch you one, and you trying to get Portia to catch her one by any means necessary.
She said the other guy that she was married to was wealthy, so I guess this is what Shamia has been doing.
By any means necessary.
I guess, child. Well, while everybody is enjoying the food and the drink, Cynthia calls Portia in for a one-on-one with Angela. This was stupid.
That pissed me. Okay, go ahead, child. Cynthia.
Angela
Cynthia,
said, "Girl,
you
I
gonna make
felt
me
like you
cuss her
knew."
out on this episode.
Angela said, "I mean, I feel like you knew what my intentions were, like when I was inviting Drew, girl. But
And
after
did.
you, the evening went on, I felt like y'all was coming to me. I didn't think it was that serious." Portia
And
couldn't even
what?
get it clear, because she wanted to go straight to, you were, ruining my birthday, what have you, and Angela was like, "But then you said you wanted to f my husband."
And
I
what she
would never do that. That's not something that I would
Yes, you do.
do.
And
I'm not that
Cynthia,
person.
once again, right in front of you. Now, what pissed me off is Angela. Why you apologize to Portia? What we apologizing for?
She apologized because she said, "Why you took that lady husband?" but why did you?
That's what she was apologizing for.
I think so. She said you talked about my husband. What else did she say about Simon?
I don't recall her saying anything about Simon. I've never heard her say anything about
So
Simon. Correct me if
technically,
I'm wrong.
if I say why you take that lady's husband, that's not me talking about Simon. That's me talking
And
about
Kelly said
you.
that.
And
She
Angela
said
repeated it.
Kelly said it. Child,
I
no.
mean, the Kelly be walking around with pasties on and things. Girl, y'all are all cut from the same cloth.
Look here, I wouldn't apologize. And then Portia turned around and didn't apologize
She
back.
said ditto.
And then she said, what did she say? She said something about I guess or something. Something she said. She basically said it and took it back.
On the after show, Angela says she apologized just to move forward. I guess. I
Ain't no
mean,
moving forward. We could never move forward. Move forward for what? This is what you do, girl.
so I guess, if it were T, the moving forward would not be happening. I wouldn't mess with Portia. No way, no how. She would just be another bitch in the room. I couldn't, I couldn't fool with her like that. Then she moves on with Shamia. Now she has to have a talk with Shamia.
Shamia pissed me off too. Shamia, now the thing is, it ain't got nothing to do with me. Everything Portia do, you've been sitting up there defending everything.
You
She
be
don't
in
even
it
have to open her
every
mouth.
time. You
She don't
always
even have to
in
open
it.
her mouth. What I think she was saying was, that ain't what she said. That was you. She did that at the dinner table. I forgot what somebody called her something, and then Shamia was like, that ain't what she meant. What she meant was no, she said what she said.
She said what she meant. And I mean, there's only one way to interpret if she don't leave me alone, then I'm
Exactly.
at her husband. That's how else could she have meant?
Girl, now you want to stay out of it. No.
She don't
You
never
want
want
to
to be
be
out
in
of
it.
it.
You want to be Flavor Flav. You want to be her hype man so you can get some too. That's just what it is. But you, child.
Portia knows all her secrets. They know each other's secrets. I think there's only so much she could say, so she just be trying to,
And Portia will use it because she that chick.
Yes, she is.
She that chick.
Yes, she is. Well, then she brings up some uncle and something, and Angela's like, "You're not finna play in my face. Now you just being stupid." I don't want to hear about your uncle's funeral. We good, girl.
Yeah, we're not gonna do that. Yeah. I'll just laugh. I laugh at silly. No, you thought it. And then she said that she still would have laughed at it. You know what I'm saying? It wasn't funny. Well, how
Does
was
she
that
think she's a
funny?
comedian? Is she supposed to be being? Why does she think she's funny?
Girl, I don't. She's not. She's corny. Shamia's coming really corny.
That's how they ended it. The mid-season trailer. They go to Granada. Are you excited to see Frick and Frack?
No. I'm not. I don't even know why we even need her. Why do we need her?
I know I seen Brit Brat throw her titties on the counter. Is that gonna be like a bad situation for her to be with her insurance license?
She keeps showing us. She keeps showing us who she is. Brit Brat wouldn't say nothing. Boy, they better be glad that this stuff is coming out right now, because you couldn't say nothing to me about my husband. This man said he had your husband bent over. I wish you would.
Oh,
I wish you would.
he didn't say that. I mean,
He said it.
that's what he said, girl.
I
But
wish
I
you
told
would
you,
say something
I
about
think,
my husband doing anything I said. I would have been like, because she said you probably was one of them. You calling talking about the hoes. You probably was one of them,
I
is what she
mean, I
said.
bet you
I'd have been
she
like,
had
well,
that. Well, I mean, now the after show, so she might still be keeping
she
them.
better give
And
it
then
to
there's
her.
a reunion, so hold on to
Give
it.
it to
See
her.
what happened,
See, why
Angela.
you sitting up there talking about my husband? What your husband out there doing? See how that keep coming back? Shamia, Brit Brat. See how that come back on you?
Well, Shamia and Britt, speaking of, they over here in Grenada with matching swimsuits, and what's the name is not a matching with them.
Oh, Kelly.
No, Kelly and Shamia are, they're the other freaking frack, and next thing you know, the best friends, Kelly is telling her you better talk to your pill popping roommate, and Britt told her nobody want to be you little hobbit. So they're not friends anymore. We got a pill popper and a hobbit over here, the besties.
So who the pill popper? Brit Brat popping pills?
No, I think she means her husband. She called her husband a roommate because the streets done already said what you just said.
And here's the thing, because she said something to Angela about her husband acting like he don't know her, or he don't something about
I guess not he was married to you. Yeah, in 10 years. Girl, shut up. Everybody knows he's married to somebody. We didn't know her, but we knew he had a wife. Doesn't even make sense.
Who and your husband out here going to these parties with these men and everybody, and pulled up the proof with the text messages and stuff.
He had all kinds of receipts, girl.
Girl.
You should be glad this information wasn't out before when you were taping.
But it's out now, girl.
It's out now, so I guess we'll see you at the reunion. Ralph done locked Drew out of the house, and he's trying to take ownership of her LLC. That's why this girl is so stressed out, and she don't have time to be dealing with Portia and her foolishness. She got a real fool over here on her hands.
Because he did it.
Yeah, he did.
He definitely did it. He did it when she was gone on one of them weekends that she had to leave the house. He done rewired the stuff. You're Ralph crazy.
He's crazy. Precious James said, I just came to say Shamia is a certified lap dog.
Absolutely.
Bye now.
Put the pink in her hair. Put the pink in her hair.
I guess that's a good way to call it a day.
Invite her to the dog party. There you go.
Oh my goodness. And Portia, last but not least, Portia is shocked to find out that Shamia thinks her friendship is one-sided.
She don't care.
She doesn't give a shit. So, So that's it, y'all, for this episode of The Real Housewives of Atlanta. It's been lovely. Thank you all for coming. And we'll see you next Monday at 8 o'clock, not 7 o'clock. If it say 7 o'clock, and don't pay attention to that, because it's going to be at 8 o'clock. All right. Bye, y'all.
Bye.
If you've ever been in love.